This is episode 3 of the Infinite Ambition podcast. Recognize your limitless worth, damn it. I am here chilling this time with the Devin Riddle, a.k.a. Demo, homie out of Gunnison. What's good, man? Glad to finally have you here.
Yo, thanks for having me.
Man, so, some of y'all know that recently we put on this bar, he put on a show at the iBar Ranch out in Gunnison, and he reached out to me about a month prior. And before, I didn't know there was like that many, even other hip-hop artists in the Valley. I was happy to see that, very happy to see that, because for a while, it was just me and my homie, Tyler, who was here for a brief period of time. He moved back to Dallas. They're a talented artist. I wish you had a chance to meet him, because he is phenomenal. And I was like, wow, it's like the only one I know. There's a couple of other people with some talent or some kind of skills. So it's not really showing it. And we reached out, I'm like, oh, fuck yeah, okay, yeah, it's definitely something I want to collaborate with. So I heard a couple of your tracks that you sent. I was pretty hype about that. How long you been in Gunny, though?
I was born here in Gunnison, but I grew up in Arizona.
Okay.
So I've lived kind of bounced back and forth here, so all in total about 3 years.
Right.
But I lived here, and I lived in Pueblo, Springs, just moving around everywhere.
Shit. So brought you out here initially?
My dad lives out here. I was living with my mom, and then hit about 13. I was like, I want to, kind of be around my dad and shit.
Yeah.
So we came out here. And at that time, I was actually a metalhead, so that's kind of, a little bit of the show's metal bands. I used to play guitar, and then I got into slam poetry in high school, and I was like, hey, this is pretty badass, I'm pretty good at this, maybe I could combine my knowledge, because I could play guitar, but I don't know, the proper way.
Yeah.
So I kind of make my own beats and stuff just kind of by feeling it out, I know, key changes and stuff like that, but...
Shit.
Not really, I can't read music.
Man, see, not many people have that natural gift to play stuff by ear without being able to read music. And then when they do learn how to read music a little bit, that just enhances their skill set to something above what people who just learned it traditional way.
Straight. That's what I've heard too. I've been thinking about trying to take some classes, maybe for piano though, but guitar I just have a natural feel for it.
I've always had a major respect for anybody that can play an instrument and sing together, or play an instrument and write at the same time, because that is not easy. And especially when you're first starting out. When I was in 5th and 6th grade in school, I played the trumpet, and I was got influenced by that heavily by Miles Davis, and plus my mom, she used to play the piano and clarinet, so I was always engulfed in that a lot, just embraced by it. But I've always wanted to learn piano, but never really got around to it. And just till recent years, I bought a keyboard, grabbed a lot of my mom's old piano books and started trying to teach myself on online courses, and it was so difficult. It's frustrating, but it's fun at the same time when you actually pick out how to do a melody. So I'm still in the beginning stages of that, but it's just a fun process. So
Well, they say if you could play the piano, you could pretty much transition that into any other instrument too. So that's why I was kind of thinking about doing the piano.
Oh yeah, makes you a better producer too.
Exactly.
They're just pushing buttons and finding samples and modifying loops and all this stuff. You actually know how to play notes and write music. You can do that with so many different instruments. Makes you way more well-rounded.
Definitely. Probably brings a lot to you as a producer too, as far as just different elements that people want to hear.
Oh yeah.
So.
Yeah, a lot of my favorite producers actually knows how to play at least one or two instruments, which makes them so much more better, way more versed in music. My top 2 favorite producers are DJ Quick and DJ Premier, just based off of what they do and what they've done for the history, in their whole extensive history in music, not just hip hop, but in music period. Their knowledge of it, man, that shit inspires me all the time.
That's what's up.
The tracks is crazy. Where did the name Demo come from? That's how I've always wanted to ask you.
So, back in my hooligan days, me and the homies used to go around and tag shit up, and I used to do kind of darker themed stuff, so my name was Demonic.
Okay.
Well, one day we were tagging up under a bridge, and I accidentally didn't have enough room for the NIC.
Oh.
So my homie's like, oh, Demo, that's pretty cool. I was like, that does sound pretty cool. It sounds kind of, anarchist type. And I was like, I'll fucking stick with that. That's sweet.
I like that. It works too. And I think that's a good name for as hip hop artists. It's short, it's easy to say, it's easy to remember, and plus, it's also kind of humbling in a way too, because demo is like a lot of people's their first project, first thing y'all want to get known. It's like a little short EP, what they will call it now. Like, okay, so here's my demo while I was starting out. Or it's like a little sample of what I'm doing. So even if you get big, still using that name, saying like, if you think I'm big, no, I'm just getting started. It's just me beginning, so that's dope.
Exactly. I'm glad that kind of struck through, because like when I first heard that name, that's what I thought too. Like, oh, there's just so much like different meanings that could be applied to it. You know what I mean? In Britain, demo is like a protest. So like there'll be like a peace demo or something where they're
like short for demonstration.
Yep. And I was like, oh, that's pretty cool.
That's kind of what I thought when I first heard it. And then you said you used to be a metalhead, so demonic fit that perfectly.
Exactly. Good times back in the Springs. We used to live over in Fountain, right next to the train tracks. So we were just running around, tagging up everything.
Is that how you met the bands that was in the Summer Night Show?
No, actually, so the bands that were in the Summer Night Show, I lived next to crap, it's so hard to remember which bands, because some of those guys are in other bands and stuff, but crap, that sucks.
One of the guys at the club, Coop, shout out to Andrew Cooper.
Yeah, that's who that was the guy, yeah. That's who I live next to. I'm so bad with names, man.
I see his name all the time online, or if I meet him a few times, it's hard for me to remember. Especially I meet so many people all the time. Every time I go out, I didn't even know he was in that band until I went to work the next day, and I was like, "Oh shit, yeah, that was you."
That's great.
Yeah. Who was your some of your major influences when you first got into music?
So, like when I first got into music, I always say that like Disturbed is one of my biggest inspirations, not only in metal but also in rap. Oddly enough, have you ever listened to Disturbed?
I don't think I have. No, I can't say I've heard of that.
So he actually does. It's called new metal, and so like some of his verses in his songs are actually pretty much rap lyrics. Like, he's like, oh motherfucker, won't you liberate your mind? Can you see all the messages are falling in behind? All the hate in your heart will leaving you blind. So bold, motherfucker, won't you liberate your mind this time?
Nice. I see where you got that staccato from. They used to call it speed knot in the Midwest. It's the same thing, yeah. The double time flow. That's one thing I'm a huge fan of, man. A lot of my earlier work had some of that in there. I don't do it as much now as I used to. Every once in a while, I still hop into it, but yeah, because I was heavily influenced by Twista, Bone Thugs and Harmony, Tech Nine, my homeboy Young Blaze. I mean, Crucial Conflict. I mean, you name it, the list goes on, but that style was a big influence to me, especially coming from the Midwest. You absorb a lot of all the different styles, but that is something that the Midwest owned and pretty much pioneered.
Straight.
That choppy double time flow. And I heard that when you're doing your sound check on stage. I'm like, oh shit, it's official. Okay, let's go.
So I dig it, but like I feel like lately in the scene that's become almost like a requirement. Everybody, oh, you can't rap fast and you're not really a rapper. So it's like kind of almost makes me want to like kind of veer away from that a little bit. But I like to use like when you're cooking, just a little bit of a spice in there.
Right.
You know, just a little bit of fast-paced shit. But I'm gonna start doing more like compound rhymes and shit, so that it just like it helps me tell my message in a way that stands out from everybody else's doing.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Even though it's fun.
Yeah, and plus you want the when the average listener hears it, average music fan hears it, that may not be like a super hip hop head, just like browsing through Spotify, whatever, and they come across it. They still want to get entertained by that, but also catch what you're saying and whatever message or story you're trying to tell in that song, without getting too lost in the bounciness, if that's even a word, the bounce of it. And a lot of stuff that I've been putting out in the last 3 to 4 years, it's more of a slower pace, only because I'm just getting older now, and a lot of my sound is heavily influenced by late 90s, early 2000s, mainly because that's when I first started writing seriously.
Yeah.
Like my favorite artists, AZ, Quick, of course, Bone, Nas and Big. Some of my favorite artists, Twista. You hear some of that sprinkled throughout my sound over the last 12 years, of the 8+ albums I've put out. That's just the same thing with a lot of us. Whoever they're mostly influenced by, it's going to come out a little bit in their style. No matter how hard they try not to do it, so it's going to come out because that's what they listen to.
Straight.
That's what got them into it.
Yeah, I think that's another, like you're saying, like Tech Nine. That was probably one of the first rappers that I used to hate rap. Yeah. Honestly, like I just didn't have an open mind with music when I was a metalhead, which is pretty common in that scene, the metal and stuff.
Yeah.
But and then as I started to, because I grew up in like a really Christian home, so half my life I wasn't allowed to really listen to music that wasn't like gospel music.
Right.
So I really first started to be able to develop my own musical taste when I was about 13, 14 when I left Arizona for my mom's. And I came here and started, I always liked Five Finger Death Punch and, Guns N' Roses, lots of old school rock.
So I caught on to a lot of that late in life, later. Before I was the opposite. I was all hip hop, R&B, and jazz only until I left home around 18, 19. I started listening to other people, all my friends listening to all this stuff, and I'm kind of vibing to it without even realizing that I was like, okay, I get it now a little bit. I get it. And it grew on me over time.
See, I think that's the thing. Is like a lot of people and I'm bad about this too. Like mumble rap.
Yeah.
I hate mumble rap.
Yeah, me too.
But at the same time, it's like that's somebody's point of view in life. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So like I can kind of understand that that's where they're coming from. So maybe I don't relate to it, but I've tried to draw away from saying that that's not music.
Exactly.
Because I mean it is music.
And it's a subgenre in hip hop. Because you gotta think at the same time, when we were kids, people older than the older generation, they didn't understand our shit. They thought ours was garbage, whatever. They thought it's just talking, it's just a fast one, come and go. 20, 30, 40 years later, it'd be one of the biggest genres of music around the worldwide. It's just understanding not only just the times different, but what like saying with the mumble rap thing. Yeah, the kids nowadays, that's what's big and mostly out now. So that's pretty much mostly what they all hear. So that's why they don't really know what came before that. That's all they know is what's now. So of course they're going to try to mimic that or be involved in that, not knowing. You can't really fault them too much for that. Some of them do know the history. Some of them do know what came before that. So, but at the same time, it's not laziness. It's just what they think is hot. Okay, bob off what's hot. But you also got to understand, music goes in cycles. It's always evolving. There's so many different the phases that it goes through. Sometimes it comes back some full circle. Sometimes it goes left. That's why there's different subgenres. And yeah, I can always say I can never say I can't say that I'm gonna end up liking mumble rap when I love it. I'm probably never going to, but I can understand why the kids like it.
Straight.
It's just that I wish there was more diversity in that, because there's so many. I call it cookie cutter beats, cookie cutter styles, because so many people copying each other's flow, copying each other's beat patterns.
Even the way each other look, it's like...
Yeah, the look, too.
Y'all look like twins up in this bitch.
Yeah, like, fucking me up. I'm trying not to sit, like... I say, like, okay, yeah, it's cool, but can it just be, like, less of y'all doing it? Like, I can almost say, man, I did a joke about it on Facebook a little bit, like, if there was a song, you put every little rapper on it, like a 87-hour song, put all of them, everybody has, like, 4 bars, how would it sound? Probably sound like trash, really. Wouldn't sound like pretty much of anything.
Straight.
Unless you had them all buckle down and write, literally write, instead of, saying, drink a cup of lean, try to freestyle in the studio.
See, I can't freestyle, man. That shit's hard.
It is. Some people just some super easy and some comes super hard. Not everybody that's freestyling is literally okay. To break down to the word freestyle. First of all, the word freestyle is what everybody thinks it is. You got freestyle, then you got off the head. That's 2 different things. A freestyle can be just something like a random verse that you have in your head that's nobody's ever heard before, no particular song, but you have it written. It's just in your memory, and you just spit it at any time on almost any particular beat.
Yeah.
And then you got off the head, where you're just literally saying what pops off the top of your head, and happen to be rhyming on a beat without a beat. That's very small. Amount of people can do that. Very few. And even like with people, major artists that do full songs, but they don't physically write anything down, like typing on paper, like Jay-Z, Wayne, Quick. A lot of times, there's a few others. That's because yes, they're not writing it, but they have bars in their head already, and or they have like parts of written rhymes putting together with stuff they say on the spot, piecing it together with multiple takes. And that's hard. That's talented also. But it's not like they're just winging the whole thing all the way through.
Yeah.
Because nothing can be done and actually have a good song quality, good story to tell with that much clarity. It would take a whole day for a verse to do that.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I was like, I hate that, like, you know what I mean? Like, I've tried to do the freestyle thing or the off the top of the head thing, like you're saying, and I just can't put, like you're saying, details into it to make it like a good something somebody wants to listen to. Like, I could just talk about how cool I think I am all day, but that's not my style, you know?
Yeah, exactly. I want my shit to be very clear, a direct message. Like, if I want to say something, I want you to know exactly what I'm saying. I'm just saying that.
No, I don't have a lighter.
I got one.
But yeah, no, that's definitely my issue with it as well. But like you were saying, like a lot of people having like stuff written down. That's like pretty big in the battle rapping community. I feel like they're like pre-written bars, and then they're just to rely on. Then you can do some stuff off the top of the head. Like I could do that if I had some stuff written down. I could kind of match it up with what I'm trying to say after.
Oh yeah, and a lot of people didn't know, like the average fan. Like nowadays, almost everything in the battles, like the major battles, like you got Grind Time, URL, all those leagues. No knock those artists, because it's great that they're doing it this way. That they're not using a beat and they have their rhymes already pre-written and memorized because they know who they're going to battle. It's very, very organized now. And that's not a bad thing. That's good for that culture because they're making money now. Got big sponsorships and all that. They're on big stages. They're in major spots. I'm glad it's growing the way it did. And it seems some people think that all that's off the head, and it's not. They got shit. 4 or 5 rounds worth of bars pre-written weeks ahead, and they gotta memorize. That's why that shit comes off so clear. Practices, and sometimes they mess up and they start over. You can't do that if you off top of the head. So, and before it used to be where it was almost all 100% off top of the head. They had a beat, and it was structured that way. It's not better or worse. It's just different because if you had a beat and off top of the head, it almost forced you to stay in that pocket of that beat, and stay in that time frame. And it's a little more organic, but slightly less entertaining as far as today's standards goes, because you had to say a lot less. Now you can say a whole lot more. You can say 80 bars in 1, 2, or 3 minute round, because you got so much like wait for the crowd or not wait for the crowd. And I watch them every now and then. It's still fun to watch.
It's pretty badass sometimes. I like Mad Child. I think he's
Mad Child is
pretty dope. I had a homie who actually opened up for him over in Springs.
Oh, word?
Yeah. Eli Bruner is pretty good rapper over there. I know there's a couple badass rappers over there who's making moves.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I lived in Hawaii for 15 years, and I'm surprised they haven't started. Well, maybe they have small underground rap battle leagues. There's like a lot of hip hop artists in Hawaii, a lot of good ones too, and there's a handful of them that are copying 100% people in the industry. I'm not gonna say their names, but they know who they are. I've seen them perform. I've seen them doing music business before and done music before, and it's kind of funny. But I've been to a few battles out there. I've seen a lot of them online. There's some kids out there doing some real damage, like real nice. I was in one. I don't know if it's still on YouTube or not. It was so long ago, like 2008 or 2009. There's supposed to be a bunch of us. It ended up just being me and one other guy. I'm not sure what happened at the last minute that night. I think his name was a.k.a. or Everybody Knows. I lost that battle, but I think I held my own in the 2 rounds that we had. It was pretty dope. It was fun. Haven't heard from him in a while. I'm not sure if that guy's still doing music. Shout out to him if he is. But who is it? This is cat Osno, who is I think he doesn't battle anymore, but he still does music. Dope producer, dope artist. He was just killing everybody he went through, like years undefeated, to the point where he just stopped because nobody else even stepped up to him for a while, as far as I know. But yeah, like I just wish more of them would branch out to other places. Like when I first came out here, I didn't I knew that there was like almost a next to nothing hip hop scene out here.
Yeah.
And I knew coming out that I wasn't even going to try to come out here and try to continue to blow up off of hip hop or whatever, make myself big as an artist. I would continue just doing it as a hobby, and knowing that maybe eventually I would be moving somewhere else, continue it that way. But I just do it for fun. If I connect with somebody, cool. If not, oh well. At least I'm gonna make people know that I don't care where I am. I'm not ashamed to do what I do. I'm gonna still do hip hop because that's what I grew up in, and I love it that much. And just, lo and behold, people ended up liking it a little more than I thought they would. You know, open my eyes more. I was like, all right, cool. This is maybe I got something here. As long as I stay true to myself and not try to mold into what they may think their image of hip hop is. Because when I introduce myself and they say, what do you do? I do music. What do you do? I'm not gonna say, oh, I'm a rapper. The first image they're gonna see is the commercialized image of what's right now, and which ain't that great. I'm not really that happy with that. I'm saying, no, I'm a hip hop artist / producer, and here's what I do. Before you think anything, my style's a little different than what you may think. So I started with the open mics, just giving them a little bit here and there, and that get a slow buzz, slow build, and then I started doing my music videos that I started doing in Hawaii, but do a little more out here than connecting with people of other genres, doing collaborations with some a couple folk, a little not bluegrass, but a little bit of jazzy flavored music throughout the time I've been here. A couple singers, R&B, light rock, and I'll collaborate with people that I never thought even would think I would collaborate before they came out here, and end up making some magic. You know, it's just great melting pots. I just feel it growing. It's going to keep growing.
Definitely. I feel like Colorado's definitely about to pop off. One of us, somebody.
Yeah.
I'm not sure who really, because there's a lot of talent in this state, man.
Some of it has to be brought out, has to be tapped into. You know, there's a lot of people with hidden talent that you don't have the means to get it out there, or a little too shy, or kind of subconscious about it. Like, I don't know if I should. Maybe I should. Like, no, you're dope, man. You should. That's part of what my brand Infinite Edition is about. Helping out the next guy, helping out whoever I see, you know, whatever knowledge I've gained over the years, pass that down to them and continue to grow as myself, because that's all I do is soak up information from people who are doing a way bigger scale than I am, who know a lot more than I do, and I want to do for the next guy what they've done for me. So continue that cycle.
Definitely. Not enough people are really doing that. I feel like that's one big issue that we are facing here in the Colorado scene, is that, like I said, somebody's going to blow up. Everybody can kind of feel that, so nobody wants to help the other guy do it.
Yeah, but you never know. You got to be selfless. You got to be selfless.
Exactly. I mean, you never know. Like, you can't even, like, expect, like, do it just because, like, oh, hey, maybe they'll lift me back up. But, I mean, there's always that possibility, but you should just, like, if you want to see Colorado, if you love Colorado, like, I fucking love Colorado. I got it tattooed on my chest.
Nice.
Fucking, if you want to see something come out of Colorado that's just not a bunch of garbage, you gotta fucking help everybody. We all gotta stick together as artists, and I think that's dope that you do that.
Hell yeah, the purity has to have more light shown in it. Before I moved out to Crested Butte, I was in Denver for 2 months. And I met a few artists out there, and I did end up still reconnecting with them. So later on, I went back to Colorado and did a couple shows out there at the Roxy. Did a Halloween joint a couple years ago, and that was crazy.
I bet that was sweet.
Man, I stay in contact with a few of them. I'm trying to get in contact with more, because so many artists come in and out of there, and so many artists come in and out of here also, that you never know, you might miss that gem. So if you connect with somebody, try and stay in contact with them. You know, Dank One, a huge promoter out there, huge very smart businessman, with his merch, his site, his music alone, the people he's put out. He the one who put me onto that show that I did at the Roxy, and because of that, I met a couple other cats who hope to do some more business with. Because wow, it's amazing. You never know.
Definitely. I had the homie over here at Strange Clouds tag me in Black Pegasus's post.
Okay.
And that's what got me started doing the Cess Crew show, and pretty much sparked off this. I did that Cess Crew show, and then I hit him up again to do a Chris Webby show, and then I've just been playing like smaller local shows all over. Got started networking with lots of big people. You know, Static G from Rhyme Sick Records. I was about to go open for Haystack, but some shit happened there. But I think they're gonna come back in October. I'm gonna try again. That's one of my Haystack. It's fucking
Haystack is dope. I heard a few songs from him a couple years ago. I before that, I seen his name on a lot of stuff. I never actually heard any of the music. So once I heard the music, I'm like, oh man, homie kind of nice. Okay, so I went back and listened to some more of it. Yeah, I can't wait for him to come back. Well, I know you mentioned something about a tour, like when we first started talking. So elaborate on that a little bit.
So, actually would have been on tour right now if everything had gone as planned, but we hit some rocks in our own path. I was working with J-Rod Problem, who's also on Rhyme Sick Records.
Oh,
yep, and he's out of Arizona. That's where I kind of grew up at, so I thought that was pretty dope. But we were gonna start the tour over there and do like a Midwest tour. I am working with him. I haven't really let anybody know about this, but I guess it's a good time as any. I am trying to go on tour again in November. I've got, I want to say like a quarter of my slot paid off already.
Nice.
So I think we're going to make it happen this time, but I've been trying not to say nothing.
Yeah, you keep down the hush hush, Joey. Let out a little bit that you want to let out. Yeah, that's what it's all about, man. Like just touring, getting out your name and face out there as many places as possible. Starting out with free shows, because you can't always get paid from the beginning. You gotta get the buzz going first.
I've paid for every show I've done.
You gotta invest in yourself sometimes, man. Because like you can't get people to invest in you, invest in yourself, and that's what I've done so much. I mean, I probably, as far as like equipment or studio time or even slots that I had to pay for myself to get on, maybe 90 to 95% of the time, it's been all my dollars, and I have no complaints about that at all. It's all come back full circle. Especially with like my albums I put out, every single thing was paid for. Because I do my own graphic design too, so whether it be that, the packaging, ordering, shipping, all that, just put my own dollars up first, because all that money comes right back to me and just put back into the music.
Straight.
Because I feel like I put too much more time in it, going out looking for investors or looking for sponsorships. The time can be put into my craft. Yeah, those investors and sponsorships will come eventually. I've had offers sometimes, but those offers have just seemed kind of shady. Didn't really seem like it was the right fit for me or it was going to work out. Yeah. Sometimes people just like to talk a big game, then they go. So they talk a big game, then they find out later on that they're not legit. I've been through so many of those, so just waiting for the right time, the right people come with the right paperwork and show me that they're really about it.
Straight.
And nowadays I don't know, with me being almost 40 is still doing, like, I'm not in the same mind frame I was before, like 10, 12 years ago, trying to get out, like, oh, hey, look at me, I'm a rapper, I'm trying to come up, blah, blah, blah. That's cool, but I've shown what I can do on a regional level, on a personal level, and I'm more about just like production, music production, being a producer, putting out other artists, spotting talent, seeing, okay, how can I help you get out whatever it is you're trying to get out. That's more of a satisfaction to me. Because eventually, my ultimate end goal game is turning Infinite Ambition as a brand into an independent record label. And still always doing the knowledge on that. I've been just fully diving in on all that information since, wow, I would say I was a kid, but since high school. That's always fascinated me, is being a CEO, running that small label, and independent money, independent shows, not cutting the pie too many different ways, just putting my money up, teaching artists how to do it themselves without relying on a bigger machine putting their money behind you. Then when you make a little money, they get most of that shit back, and you get pennies on the dollar. I'm not about that. I want you to get most of your return. That's what I want. That's what I want to do for myself as well.
They say last year the music industry made $48 billion, and then $5 billion of that went to artists.
Wow,
the rest
that's
of it.
mind-boggling.
That's why I'm doing my own shit, because it's like, fuck that. I put too much fucking shit into this to pay somebody else to do it.
You don't need a major. Nobody really needs a major now with the internet, with the streaming and all that.
Straight up.
But online music stores, you can be your own distributor. You can promote and market yourself if you do the knowledge and research and learn how to do it right. You can use social media to your advantage. That's the thing I love about social media is you can use that as your PR agent if you do it right. And that's one of the few beauties about the digital game now is, it hurt record stores or a lot of the major labels, because CDs are starting to become passe now. It's all streams, all MP3s.
Yeah.
That's one of the reasons why I'm doing this podcast now, because I've always been a fan of podcasts. And my podcast is still in the infant stages now, still growing. I'm slowly stepping up my equipment, getting better stuff, better with the digital, audio editing, all that. But it's just another platform to get your message out, get your voice out there. And I've reached out to a couple channels that doing it locally. I'm not gonna give them the satisfaction of saying their name, because when I try to highlight them, they ghost me. So I say, well, they close the door on you, or they ignore you, start your own shit. Anybody can do a podcast. Anybody can do that shit. It just, you don't even need nothing fancy. You need no fancy equipment. Just not be afraid to get on the mic and speak your mind, and find others who are like-minded, who got something to say and speak their mind too.
Definitely. See, like you're saying, like record sales and stuff like that have gone down. Music's not where the money's at anymore. And I think that's kind of badass, because like now that you have the internet, you have so many different people that are making music that you can really be like, hey, you're on some fuck shit. This guy's like on some real shit. So what you're doing now is you're building your name up. You're selling your name. You're selling your shirts. That's where your money's at.
Right, the merch, the story of who you are. You're selling, not character, but you're selling your personality. You're selling your story.
Exactly.
That's why videos is crazy. Whether it be music videos or just, you got the Instagram and Facebook Live, you're selling your life. I mean, you gotta be careful about that. Don't put too much out there. Just put out what you want people to see, what you want people to know. If you want to tell a story, put out pieces of your life that tell that story.
Definitely.
And that's all I do with advertising, with the Infinite Ambition and YSMFproductions. Everything I do on Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook Live, YouTube, it's all pieces of a bigger story. Even with my sub-channel, well, not our sub-channel, me and my homegirl Nicole, with Baked and Infused Cannabis Cooking Channel.
Yeah.
That's a small piece of the sub-story also that's going to come out. So, and that's one of the reasons why I don't have major issues and drama and problems with social media, because I don't put out what I don't want people to know. I may post a lot and put out a lot of content, but I still have a lot that's kept private.
Right.
You still gotta learn how to have that private life. If you have no kind of private life at all, that's when the issues come. That's when the drama comes. That's when everything like, oh, people cry. I'm like, I don't want people on my business. Don't put your business out there.
Right.
Just put out what you want people to know, and that's it.
These that girl who did that fit shit on Dr. Phil or whatever, and she fucking
Cash Me Outside.
That people like that put all their shit out for everybody to see. Maybe they'll see fame for a brief window, but it's after that, people just remember use that stupid chick that was on Dr. Phil one time.
Like her reign lasted 5 or 6 months, and now what? Silence. It's crazy, because that shows you what kind of fuck shit the record labels on now. Like Universal and shit. Wow. They used to want that quick dollar for whoever's popping this week, and they got that quick dollar, and then super rare out in the rug. She don't even rap, she don't even do music, and she got a record deal, and she's doing with major artists. Those major artists don't give a fuck about her. They just got on her because everybody's looking at her right now, they typing her name. Bam, social media blew up, numbers big on YouTube. Good. Let me hop on that train for a while, get that quick dollar, let me hop off when she starts to fizzle out, and she did fizzle out.
Straight up.
I didn't give a fuck about her. Still don't. I wouldn't. Wow. That's the way it is. That's the way it is in that field, and that's the part of the field I don't want to be associated with. When you see my name, and you see my brand name, and you see hip hop artist as the first name under that title, I don't want that to be synopsis with the watered down bubblegum shit that you see. I want to be synopsis with where it came from, where I grew up in. A lot of us call it the golden era, certain parts of the 90s. I was born in 81, so I saw it in its infancy. I remember my first exposure to it was LL Cool J, I'm Bad, at that family reunion. I'm like, whoa, I was going crazy off those hits. I was going crazy off that. Then I'm 9 years old. My uncle taught me how to DJ a little bit, and as soon as I touched those turntables, I'm like, oh, this is what I want to do. Some way, shape, or form, whether it's DJing or producing or something. I want to be involved in this the rest of my life. And I just started rapping, started trying to write rhymes at sophomore year, junior year of high school. I got in trouble, so my mom took away my TV, my VCR, video games, and so I'm just stuck in the room. with my little drawing pad, 'cause I used to be on my art shit back then a lot. A little drawing pad and a busted boom box that was broken. I was like trying to figure out how to put this thing back together and make it work. Gotta work. Radio's working. Wow. Okay, I'm trying to write rhymes to these songs I'm hearing on the radio. Pressing stop recording tapes off, recording songs, trying to make my little mixtapes. It was crazy.
This was
It's been caught the bug. Like, yes, that's what I want to do, man. I'm gonna try this for real.
definitely. I feel like that's where it's like a passion instead of like just something that you're trying to do just to be cool or whatever.
Yeah.
Like that's when you know that it's like in your blood, you know what I mean? It's
Yeah, if you can't stop doing it, you have so much fun. Whether people say you're good or you suck, you just still have fun doing it. And that's when you know, like, you want to keep going full throttle at it. 'Cause you never know if you're going to get better or worse until you keep doing it. Nothing's hot your first time.
right.
No matter what it is. You know, one or two people may think it's hot, the rest of the world may think it's trash. So you just gotta keep going, man. Especially if you have a strong passion for it.
Exactly. And don't make it for everybody else. You know what I mean? Even if only one or two people like it, if you like it, that's really it. If you're sitting out here trying to impress everybody
You drive yourself crazy.
straight up.
Because especially how trends change so much. If you keep trying to do the best at that specific trend at that time, you'll overload real fast because 3 weeks later it'll be something else. A month after that it'll be something else. You're like, you forget who you are. You lose yourself.
Yeah, you
kind of know who you are.
I definitely feel that you probably lose your identity a little bit.
Yep. And then other people will start to see it like, he's trying so hard to be a chameleon. Who is this cat? You know, people will invest in the story of you, not the hottest song. I got a 6-year-old, teach him how to do what the hottest shit is right now. It should maybe go viral. And then a month later, they'll forget about him.
Exactly. I think like it's like not even really the music industry either. Just like really any form of entertainment kind of really leeches off of that fact right there that everybody wants to be what's cool right now, and then they switch it up.
Right.
Oh, go buy Gucci. Oh, go buy this shit. Go dress up like this kid, and I think that's why a lot of kids these days have like depression issues, and like everybody thinks that they're lazy but they're so caught up in what's going on out there that they don't know who they are anymore.
Exactly.
They're just robots.
Yeah, there's not much longevity invested in new artists. Like artist development used to be really big in 80s and 90s because they didn't know, still nobody fully knew the strength that hip hop or just urban music had yet. So they're like, okay, we got something to say. We got to figure out how can we make this last 10, 20 years down the line. Now it's like, okay, now that it's already established, how can we make you pop right now? So I think there needs to be more focus in how can we make you pop now and later, because everybody needs to have more than one hustle. Because there's no guarantee your music is hot, it's going to last later. There's no guarantee if you're just a producer that beat style is going to pop 10, 20 years down the line. You gotta learn how to make whatever you're doing timeless and have more than one hustle, have different utilize all your talents more. I know you have more. You can do more than just spit this hot 16, or you can do more than just make a hot drum track. What else can you do? What else are you good at? Okay, let's hone in on those skills, because you have to have something to fall back on. More than one, like just doing shows. That show money and the merch is where it's at. I mean, if you want to get paid that and owning your own stuff, owning your own publishing, get your publishing game up. Learn how to own that. Do some publishing points. Earn what you can get off those publishing points. Own your own masters. Do what you want to do with your music. It's nothing worse than putting your hard-earned work in the studio, writing all those hours in, making albums, going touring, getting no sleep, going all the different shows, eating shit and food, whatever, not seeing your family, but you do all that, but it's not yours. It's the label's music. You know, you're doing it for them. I can't explain how I heard more like, okay, yeah, I'm telling a story about my life, bam. It's not mine anymore though. It's not yours. Like, it's nothing but saying somebody else owns your name. Ugh.
Yeah, that shit's fucking crazy, bro.
Yeah, man, learn how to own your own stuff. Start your own business. I remember there was a time when it was all about the clothing line. Sean John, Rockaware popped. all that. It needs cheap. Now, okay, yeah, it's cool to do that, but so many people done that already. It's time to start something else. So now you got artists that's got vape in the vape pen game. Got their own vape. Yeah, man, Exhibit, he got his own vapes. Snoop got his own vapes. Yep. Remember those time when the headphone boom pop happened?
Yeah.
Then yeah, Ludacris had his headphones. Diddy had his. 50 had his. Lady Gaga had hers. Okay, now that market started to get saturated. Move on to the next. What's next? So everybody's starting to everybody's becoming entrepreneurs, and that's what it's all about, man.
Exactly.
Making your own products, seeing it from the ground up, not just hyping on a product that's already big, seeing it from the ground up, seeing how it's made, putting your tweak on it. How can you make it big? You know, I remember in the liquor game popped. You know, Diddy with his Ciroc.
Yeah.
Ludacris with his Conjure. 50 Cent, you know, everybody highly publicized what 50 Cent did. You knew he had a stake in Vitamin Water, bought it big. Then Coke bought Vitamin Water, then stock ended up becoming worth $400 million. So it's just insane if you just get into the right markets when you do. I've always wanted to figure out a way to create my own version of cognac. You know, I got a name in my mind. I'm not gonna say it. I've told a few people, but I'm not gonna say it because this is a dope ass name, but nobody has it yet. It's a bottle design. I've been looking into how different brands and different cognacs are made, where they're from, the barrels, all that stuff. I'm like been doing research, so I really want to do this one day.
That's cool.
Not only because I'm a connoisseur of that type of liquor, which I'm gonna take a shot of in a few minutes, but it's just something that it's outside of the realm of music, but it's also something I have an interest in, and I love seeing other people doing that. No matter what it is they're interested in, just investing their talents and their skills in something else that can grow, making your money grow for you, whether it be a small amount or on a big level. Just anything in business, man. Entrepreneurship is I'm a huge fan of. I got a lot of respect for that.
Hell yeah. You ever watch like Gary Vee?
Oh yeah, Gary Vander. I can't pronounce his last name, but
Vaynerchuk or something.
Yeah, I first saw him on the Breakfast Club. Then I saw him on I think it was Vlad TV interview. I'm like, he making a lot of sense. I listened to the story how he came up, started selling candy as a kid.
Yeah.
He got into him like, oh okay, that's dope. So went to his website, got him on my Snapchat. I watch all his inspirational stuff he does all the time.
Yeah.
It is. Anybody pulls himself up out of the bootstraps. Start from $1 to 10 to 1,000 to 1,000,000. The way he described it, like it wasn't no, hey, one day, just because mom and dad had like a business growing up, I just jumped into that and here I am rich overnight. Now he started from $1 literally, like on the way up. And that's the stories I like to hear.
Straight
like, how did you do it? You know, how can I learn and do it my way based off of the knowledge you learned? That's the shit. I think it's time for me to take this little small brandy shot break.
You.
Today I'm on Christian Brothers. See you good? Or?
Yeah, I'm straight. I'm straight.
But I noticed when the cast started today, Mr. Demo, I had a little bit of sticky icky. What's your favorite strain you got? Which strain you hitting on today, brother?
This is right here, some Maui Wowie. I'd have to say, Strawberry Cough's probably my favorite strain of all.
That's one of the first ones I've had when I came to Colorado.
For real?
Yeah.
Man, I tried some in Springs one time and I took a hit and it just felt it like the THC was just attacking my lungs. Like, dude, this is some shit, man.
Man, you know what's up, man. Back when I was in Hawaii, my favorite strain there, which is still probably my favorite strain today, was Trainwreck.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Man, that put me on my ass sideways. Like, I was in a water bomb of that with my homies in Honolulu. He had a 6-foot bomb. So we standing on a balcony hitting this motherfucker. And I went out to the couch. Then I had a 40-ounce too. I was out drinking 40s in the late 2000s. I don't know. But I had a 40 and I stood up. I couldn't feel my fucking feet. I was just standing there like, dude, how are we supposed to get to the club? I can't even feel my feet. I'm like, nah, just chill for a minute. So we ended up going there. I was like dancing by the DJ booth the whole night by myself. Man, I felt like every single song was my favorite song in the world.
So fucking good.
Yeah, man. The next morning, my face was sore from just cheesing so hard all night, just showing all my teeth. Yeah.
That's good shit.
But yeah, nowadays, like, I don't really smoke anymore. I'm kind of pretty much on the edibles. That's my thing. The first edible I actually even had was out here in Crescent View. It was like a red velvet cookie or something. I was watching one of the James Bond movies in the theater. And I'm in the theater. I'm feeling good, but I was so uncomfortable in a good way. I couldn't sit still. I'm like, with no temperature right, I was like too warm, too cool. But I was like, I gotta do something. I'm gonna talk to somebody. I gotta go to a club or something. I'm feeling good, but I'm enjoying this movie, but I can't follow it. So I walked out halfway through the movie and went home. And after that, I'm like, okay, I know my limits. I know what I can and can't handle. Now, so I started experimenting with different types of edibles, learning what different styles was, how they was made, what types of strains to use for this type of edible. Because from the outside looking in, people think, hey, can you see me some brownies? No. Well, for many reasons. One, it's illegal. Two, it's not safe. Three, brownies is passe. That's the old school. That's the very beginning. Now you can make an edible off literally anything. Almost anything. I mean, there's so many different styles and ways to cook.
They get smart with that shit too.
Yeah, it's very scientific now. You got
crazy
fine dining restaurants based on just that. And this is not even getting into the whole medicinal side of it. The medicinal face way it helps you. But because of that, like, I'm still getting my education on that, so I can't really speak on that as much as I would love to, because it's like college courses on that now.
Right.
Yeah. But me and my homie, Hunger Nicole, one day was making these cupcakes, peanut butter fudge type cupcakes, and they were so good. And she's like, oh man, we should put some cannabis in the frosting somehow. It's like, alright, so we did that and we had fun doing it. And then we was joking around. She's like, man, we should do a cooking channel. We should do like a YouTube channel. I'm like, oh, that would be dope. Yeah, do like a different type of pastry every week, something like that. So we started collaborating ideas. She was like, dude, let's call it Baked. It's hilarious. Alright. I was like, alright, yeah, let's try it out. See what happens. Add some comedy to it, take some shots while we're making the episodes and have fun. Don't take it too seriously. Do it basic, and we did that. We ended up doing the white chocolate fudge squares. Then we did cheesecake something. One episode we did. I can't remember the third. Oh yes, lemon poppy seed muffins.
Oh fuck yeah, that sounds good as fuck.
Those were bomb. In the fourth episode, we did a savory one, which is the fried chicken, cornbread, and grits.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
I think that was our favorite one.
That shit looked dang.
Man.
Yeah, the first edible I ever had was in Canyon City, actually. That's not the first edible I ever had, but the first edible that ever worked. Because I was telling my homie, I was like, dude, I be eating edibles and they don't really do shit to me, you know, because you gotta, like, if you cook it too high, it burns the THC. I just think back then, because that was even when, like, you couldn't buy weed in a dispensary or anything. You had to go get it from the dude down the street.
Yeah.
So I'd go get that shit and it's like, I just wasted fucking $20, you know?
Yeah.
And then I went to Canyon City and my homie just gave me one and it was fucking good too. It was like lemon flavored and shit. And then I was like, I don't think this one's working either. And he's like, alright, well look, can you help me move this couch? So we're carrying this big ass couch and then it just fucking hits me. Oh shit, bro.
That's a wrong thing you want to do with the heavy furniture.
Oh yeah, it was.
You said move the couch. I already knew where you was going.
I was like, oh, fuck. We were fucking walking. We ended up just throwing it over because we were like stuck there for an hour, just like, I don't know what to do, man. Fuck this.
That's the thing. If you don't know your tolerance or you don't know how much THC is in that specific edible, then you don't know when it's going to hit you. That's why you gotta kind of know what you're getting into before you do, because it affects everybody different. Like with me, I know my tolerances, I know what I like, so I know for me it'll take me about 20 to 25 minutes before it takes effect. So, I mean, I don't do it, I'm not on indulge often, but when I do it at a time that I know when it hits me, what I'm going to be doing at that time. If I'm going to be going on a hike, or if I'm going to go into a party, or I never do it before work, that's just stupid.
Yeah.
But I do it after work if I know I'm just going to be like at the house chilling, whatever. I prepare myself to the situation so I don't do nothing stupid or hurt myself.
Yeah.
Or end up forgetting what I was going to do.
Yeah, you definitely got to take responsibility.
Exactly. You got to be responsibility when you indulge in your extracurricular activities, whatever your vice may be. And definitely out of moderation. Play it safe, kids. Yeah, I know.
Don't be eating like 6 cookies.
God damn. And that should have you on the a roof somewhere, butt naked for no reason.
Shit, even some shit. We got some little tiny little chocolate covered pretzels, small as shit, like maybe the size of a quarter.
Yeah.
And fucking, I ate 2 of them. I gave my homie one. I gave my other homie one. My one homie went and passed out, and then my other homie's all throwing up all over my bathtub and his hat and shit. And I'm like, that even the little ones could just fuck you up. So yeah, you definitely gotta watch that shit. That was fine because I'm a boss.
Boss style. Yeah, if you ever come out to Colorado or Cali or any of those other few states where it's legal and you want to sample, go into a dispensary, don't be ashamed to ask questions. Don't be afraid to ask questions. I mean, they have like pamphlets, they have posters on the wall, they have charts, things, all types of scientific things that'll give you the knowledge on whatever you need to know, whatever you're doing. If you want that sativa, you want the upper, you want that indica, you want that relaxed, you want that hybrid, you want that mixed blend, whatever you want. If you're looking for flavors, they got a very educated staff. They'll tell you anything you want to know. There's no judgment. There's no fear of scrutiny, because you know what, man, it's blowing up so much, and if I had like the money and the resources to get into that industry, as far as like investing in a dispensary or vape pens or things of that nature, I would do it, because it's growing so fast, and it's going to come to a point where one day it's going to be legal in every state.
Yeah.
And it's going to be not only more common than when tobacco and alcohol became legal, but safer. Just because of the research and the science that's been involved in it over the years, and the way that it's helped so many people, that I think it's a fun industry. Just to, not even if you're involved in it, but just have the knowledge of it.
Yeah. It's definitely very interesting. I think like I'm not really like a sciencey person, but just like hearing people talk about just like the different ways to make wax is fucking like, how do you figure that out? You know, like, that's fucking cool. And then you get stoned and listen to it, and you're just like, what?
that bad stigma of it just being like the lazy stoner quote unquote drug is fading away. I'm glad it's fading away, because for one, it never is, was, or will be a drug. It's just a plant. You know, it's just because it was so taboo many years ago. People that are from that generation, if they wasn't involved, if they didn't like it, they still kind of feel that way. I understand, just because of where they came from, the culture, but the culture has changed so much now that if you're around people who are intelligent enough to know the positive uses and positive effects that it has had on people, and the money that it has made for cities, even states, that negative stigma goes away. And I'm not like the biggest advocate or spokesperson or anything like that on marijuana, the industry. I just speaking off my experience and the people that I've been around, you know.
Right.
Man, so what else? You got anything else coming up pretty soon?
Yeah, so actually I just got a notification, and I didn't even realize it, but in 17 days will be my birthday bash over in Colorado Springs.
Whoa!
Yeah.
What day is that?
September 5th. I'm not sure what day of the week it is, but
September 5th, y'all be in town. I'm going out of town in October, but I should be in. Yeah, if you have any details on that, hit me up, man. If I'm available, I would love to come out and just kick it with y'all, man.
Fuck yeah, it's a free show over at the Playing Field in Colorado Springs, so it's gonna be fucking dope.
I still haven't been to Colorado Springs yet. What is taking me so long?
What?
I've been out here 3.5, almost 4 years. I think I've been around it and through it, but haven't actually been to it yet, because I've traveled a lot. But yeah, I would love to do that, man. Bring some homies with me, bring some music. Love to collaborate. Just come and just kick and watch y'all perform. Drink, turn up, get introduced to other artists.
Yeah, I'll introduce you to some people,
That's what it's all about. Yeah,
definitely. Actually, it's being hosted by Mike Owen.
I forgot you put me on the other day.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, with Mountain High 10 Radio. So good people. They work with Rhyme Sick and all sorts of just badass artists.
So those are all the artists that's going to be performing at that event?
So they're not all on the Mountain High. So there's going to be I hate name dropping because, you know, I'm not going to remember everybody, but my homie Socrates.
Socrates, like S-H-O?
Like C-H-A. It's
shock, like, okay.
Yeah, like chakras, Socrates. Yeah. It's dope dude, does like woke-minded shit kind of like I do. Got the homie Bleezes Christ up on it. Got the homie Mike Ung actually going to perform there, the Sarge. Got the homie, I forget what he goes by, but Dalton Hopkins, who's just starting out. I used to go to high school with him, and I was like, bro, I'll get you up on the show. It's going to be his first show. So little Riddle's going to try to make it out. He better make it out, or else...
Y'all did y'all thing at the Summer Night show, man. Those beats, man, I was like really vibing off of that. Now, you guys have like any collective projects together, like albums or EPs?
So like all those songs that we performed, we pretty much did together. But this is really like the first year we've I had a mic in like 2016. Yeah. 2017 was when I really started like recording shit because I felt like I was kind of had enough knowledge. And then now if you go listen to my SoundCloud, it's not up to par. Honestly, the sound quality sucks ass, except for on the newer song "Bring Me Back to Earth," which I performed over there with that deep voice and shit. I kind of
every once in a while that's pretty hard. I like that.
I actually did that for a concert. I wrote that song in a week. And so I've just been growing, and this new album that I'm working on with that Metal Drop song, that's gonna be on that album.
That song we did. I think I might be saying the wrong lyric. He said in the chorus, "I'm turning the other page" or something.
Turning the page.
Turning the page. Yeah, I was really digging that one. That's probably my favorite one out of you guys' set.
That's Michael's song off of. I think it's just gonna be a single. I think he's gonna start trying to work on a different album because, like I said, my skill set changed. Yeah. So that gave him a different, kind of way to because I produce all of his beats and shit. So kind of changed up his shit. So we're gonna work on a completely different, better album.
Are all those beats done by you?
Most of them. The Bring Me Back to Earth one was done by the homie James Bradley, who's a wild beat. He does like contests. So each week he has like 4 people come up and it's like I'm so funny.
So Infinite Ambition Podcast, we live.
We can you can a bunch of people go in and then they choose 4 people, and those 4 people's songs get put on like his SoundCloud, his YouTube, and all that stuff. And then like I'm one of the judges as well. And you just give input. I always try to tell them something. Like if I think that they can work on something, I always try to tell them something that I like that they did. Yeah. Sometimes I don't really like anything they did, but I try to always give positive feedback. Yeah.
Even constructive criticism it should be well received by every artist. I mean, there are some artists are a little extra sensitive, and they take that constructive criticism as hate. No, it's not hate. It's just that you need to hear that to get better. Because no matter what you do, not all your shit is 100% hot.
Exactly. A good friend is a good mirror. That's right.
There you go. Somebody who's not afraid to tell you what's real, because it's only going to make it better. If you have a bunch of yes men in your corner, you're going to be garbage, man.
Exactly.
You can't have yes men in your corner because you're going to think your head's going to get blown up. You're going to think everything you do is good. Then you go do performer and show your art outside of your region or outside your circle. Everybody's going to be looking at you like, man, this trash ass nigga out of here, man. That's why you got to make 100 good beats or songs just to find that good dope ass 20.
Straight up.
That's the way it goes, man. But you keep those throwaway pieces, because if you use bits and pieces of those, that is tied into something that's super dope later on.
Definitely. I think I learned a lot about that making that last album, Esoteric. Like I have a song Farewell. I love the lyrics in it, but the beat just wasn't right, and I shouldn't have dropped it on that beat. But
I hear you, man. I got a lot of songs like that. I think the lyrics as high as the beat ain't that good. I think the beat is dope, but my lyrics could be a whole lot better.
Yeah.
That's tons of songs that I didn't put out, and tons of songs that I did put out that I look back on it like, yeah, but I could have done it way better, but I just kind of had to get it out there because of the little bit of equipment that I did have, or just had to get something out there just to show that I'm serious about this.
Yeah, because you can't just sit there and do nothing either. Yeah. And that's kind of what I ran into as well. But
you all have those time periods where it felt like time was getting away from us, or we saw other people making moves and like, oh, I'm gonna get left behind. Let me put it out this quick. And it's just a part of being young and growing up during time in life. So once you get older, you realize, take a little more time, make sure the quality is better, be a little patient, because people will wait for quality. If they respect what you do and they respect you, they'll wait for quality.
Exactly. You don't gotta be fucking putting out. Like I see like so many people talking about like they make beats in 20 minutes and shit now, and it's like that whole aspect of like it's cool that like, yeah, it's entrepreneurial, but it's also art too. You can't just fucking pump it out.
Yeah, you can't rush all the time.
Exactly. You gotta.
It's good to get a lot of content out there, but it's gotta be quality. You know what I mean? Sometimes you can smash out a bunch of beats at once, but is it good to oversaturate the streets that quickly? Not really, because people might miss a few of those things. If you make them wait and build the anticipation a little bit, it has more power once it does come out.
Exactly.
You can either be McDonald's, get your kids maxed out there within 10 of them within 5 minutes, or you can be shameless plug, Elk Avenue Prime, and get your burger out there in a half an hour, the best quality in the world. Now that I got that out the way, sorry, but I had to say it. That's nice. What I do. But yeah, my point is though, yeah, quality over quantity usually rules. Man, you wanna how can they find you on social media or anything like that? You wanna go ahead and let them know?
So I got a Facebook page up, facebook.com/demoysmf or /YSMFproductions. My SoundCloud is also demoysmf. Yeah, I think that's about it right now.
YSMF stands for?
Stands for a couple different things. So, Young Savage Motherfuckers, Y'all Some Motherfuckers, Young Stoners Moving Forward.
Hell yeah. Whatever acronym you want to put behind it, man, as long as it's positive and straight moving forward to the powerful move of YSMF. Mr. Devin, Riddle, a.k.a. Demo, in the building today. Infinite Edition podcast. We always preach you got to recognize your limitless worth. We're going to call it a wrap for the day. Looking forward to having you in the studio, brother, because we got a lot more to talk about.
Much love.
Yep. Infinite Ambition podcast. My name is Carter Martino. Devin Riddle in the building today. carsmind.com website. We got a few shows coming up. Be on the lookout for that. And y'all stay positive, stay motivated. Peace.